What what's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder, coming to you on this Talk to Me, Tell the Truth Tuesday. Every single Tuesday, we tell the truth. We tell it like it is. We give it to you straight, no chaser. We give it to you the raw, unadulterated truth about what it is that we're doing, what it is that we need to do as entrepreneurs, as leaders, in the marketplace. So, I'm not going to waste any time this morning. What we've been doing this week. For those that don't know, we'll do it this week and we'll do it next week. What we're going to focus on, or I want to focus on, unleashing entrepreneurial excellence. Unleashing your entrepreneurial excellence. And so what we're going to be talking about is 10 steps to create lasting value. 10 steps to creating lasting value. As an entrepreneur, first of all, we should be operating in excellence. Morning, Doc. How are you? Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. In order for you to unleash that entrepreneurial excellence, you've got to have some principles in place. You've got to have a foundation for what it is that you do, right? So what I'm doing this week is I'm hopefully talking about those steps, those principles that you can use in order to be able to unleash that the entrepreneurial excellence that's inside of you, and those things that you can do that create value. Not just create value, but lasting value. Y'all know that's my mantra for this year, is create value. How are we creating value as entrepreneurs, as leaders, in our business, in our brand, and for ourselves? That's been what I've been the purpose of giving the principles all year long, because if you adopt these principles, if you use these principles, if they become a foundation for the things that you do in your personal life, in your business life, and with your brand, you will be find yourself successful. And as I say, it's about being 1% better each and every day. Just 1% better. Then you make yourself 1% better than you were yesterday for 365 days. You're 365% better. And that's all it is. Taking something that you might not have thought about, that you might not have heard before, and you hear it, and you take it on as a result of you being and doing what it is that you are part of. So yesterday we talked about defining your purpose. It starts with that, your foundation, defining your purpose, understanding your why, understanding what it is that you do, why you do it, and what do you want to get out of it. So today I want to talk about you knowing your target market, knowing your audience. Who are you talking to? You have to understand who you're talking to, because you have to understand how to speak their language. And many people, they don't take the time, unfortunately, to create a business plan. You have some people that think that business plans aren't a necessity when it comes to being an entrepreneur, and even planning when it comes to being a leader. But what I tell people is, if you don't have a business plan, if you don't have a marketing plan, if you don't have a branding strategy, how do you know who you're talking to? How do you know who your market is? How do you understand the language that they speak? And I'm gonna give you from a business perspective. Mechanics have a language that they speak, right? Doctors have a language that they speak. Attorneys have a language that they speak. We as entrepreneurs have a language that we speak. Even leaders have a language that they speak. And it's when you understand the language of the audience and you understand the language of the market that you're talking to, it gives them the ability to be able to resonate with who you are, what you do, and how you do it. If you can't effectively communicate and effectively connect, those are the two words that are huge today when it comes to knowing your market, knowing your audience. How do you communicate? How are you connecting? And even in our personal lives, how are we communicating to the people that are in our lives? How are we connecting to the people in our lives? So communication and connection are major when it comes to being an entrepreneur, when it comes to being a leader. Because we have to be able to articulate our vision to those that work for us. That's what entrepreneurs have to do. You have the vision, but you have to mobilize and be able to move people from one place to where you're trying to go to. And everybody doesn't see your vision. But in order for you to be able to bring your vision to reality, you have to have a means and a way of being able to effectively communicate that to those that you're leading, those that are working with you. Even if you're in a partnership, you're in a marriage, know your audience, know who it is that you're speaking to, that you're talking to. Because if we don't communicate, if we don't connect in the right manner, so that there's clarity, then what happens is there's gonna be it's gonna falter. It's not gonna be effective. You won't be able to unleash that entrepreneurial excellence. One of the things that playing sports gives you is the ability to be able to effectively communicate, especially when it comes to basketball, football, and all other sports. But basketball and football are the sports that I love to play and love to watch. But I used to marvel at the way that Ray Lewis effectively communicated with his teammates, especially on the defensive side. He was the quarterback for the defense. He as being the middle linebacker, he was responsible for letting everybody know where they were supposed to be, what they were supposed to do. And if he didn't effectively communicate, if he didn't effectively connect with his teammates, then there would be no chemistry, there would be no cohesiveness in what they were doing. So when you take the time to learn and to listen, you become to your audience. As an entrepreneur, you've got to listen to your target market. You've got to listen to your audience. Whatever product or service that you have, you've got to be willing to listen to what the market is telling you. Listen to what your clients are telling you. Entrepreneurial excellence is about communication. Entrepreneurial excellence is about connecting. Doing those things daily. So, what are you doing today? Here's the homework. What are you doing today to effectively communicate to those that you have a product or service for, to show them how your product and service is the answer to their problem? Because that's all business is. That's all entrepreneurship is. You as an entrepreneur, you have an understanding of there's a need in the market. someone has a problem, and you have a means to be able to solve that problem. So how do you effectively communicate? How do you effectively connect to those that have that problem to show them how you solve that problem? So I want you to think about that today. Because if you can grasp that, and you can and put a plan together, have a plan for how you're going to do that today. Whoever it is that you talk to today. And if it's in your personal life, how can you effectively communicate, effectively connect with those that you speak with today? Whether it's your wife, whether it's your kids, whether it's your boss if you work for someone, whether it's a partner, if you're in a partnership with someone as an entrepreneur, as a leader, speaking with someone that's working for you and you need to get a task done today. How are you effectively communicating with them today? How are you going to connect with them today? Communication, connection, and clarity. Communication should lead to connecting, and connecting should lead to clarity. That's the 3 C's of unleashing entrepreneurial excellence. Communication, connection, and clarity. I want you to work on those 3 C's today. Am I communicating? Am I connecting? And am I clear about what it is that I'm trying to do? When you think about your market, when you think about your target market, when you think about your audience, communicate, connect, and be clear. It's that simple for us. But it's simple. But so many entrepreneurs, so many leaders, and so many businesses don't do it the right way. And as a result of that, you see you see what happens. One of the things that irritates me the most about platforms and about businesses that that we have now with technology is I believe that the AI is a good tool, but it's also a bad tool, because what it has done, it's eroding away how we effectively communicate. You can't operate in entrepreneurial excellence when you're not communicating to your clients, when your clients are telling you, hey, I need to talk to a live person, and you totally ignore it. You have no regard for it. It's just like, oh, well, that's just the way it is. That's not operating in entrepreneurial excellence. Those businesses that are successful and extremely successful listen and communicate with their target market, their target audience. Why? Because it's imperative in order for them to have that value, create that long-lasting value that we want to have. McDonald's is McDonald's because for years and years, they've effectively communicated to their market, to their audience. We want burger, fries, and a drink in a fast, I'm gonna say fast, but in a short period of time. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. They understand that. They changed their menu somewhat, where where you have a lot of these fast food chains are starting to offer a lot more healthier foods. Why? Because their audience their market has said, we want to eat healthier. Yeah, we want to be able to get it in a in a timely manner, but we want it to be healthier. So when you listen to your audience, when you listen to your market, when you listen to your clients, you become to know what it is that they will like and what their tendencies are. And that way you can not only meet their need, but you exceed their expectations. But you got to be willing to listen. You can't know something if you aren't listening, if you aren't reading, if you aren't learning. And too many entrepreneurs think that they can do things just the way that they want. Oh my, and my audience and my market, they're gonna follow me. You'll lose that quick, fast, in a hurry. Ask Blockbuster. Ask Hollywood Video. Ask Arrows. Ask the Redbox. I don't even see them anymore. Look at churches. Yeah, I said churches. There's been a whole lot of churches that they don't know their market. They don't know their audience. And they're not listening. And as a result of them not listening, what has happened is they're losing their audience. They're losing their market. Look at the church and how many churches had to close. But then even the churches that are still open, and they've had the ability to stay open, how the attendance has gone down. And there has to be a question as to why. Why aren't people returning? And if you're a pastor watching this, if you're a minister watching this, ask yourself why people, aren't returning to church. Are they online, or are they just falling away from the church altogether? But if you don't know your market, if you don't know your audience, you'll never get the answer to that question. You'll never be able to speak the language that will begin to bring them back. The reason why you have a great successful person such as Mr. Les Brown as a speaker, number one speaker in the world, has spoken all over the world, because he understands his audience. He understands his market. The reason that a Chick-fil-A can be successful is because they understand their market. They understand who their audience is. Do you understand who your audience is? And then, if you understand them, are you communicating? Are you connecting? And are you being clear with them? As entrepreneurs, we've got to hone in on these 3 C's. Work on those today. We want to be better. We should always be working to be better in our communication, in our connecting, and in our clarity. Keep those 3 C's in your mind today. In everything you do, communicate, connect, and be clear. Everything you do today. And I promise you, you'll unleash that, you'll unleash that entrepreneurial excellence, and you'll create the lasting value. We're creating value, but we want to create lasting value in you, your business, and your brand. And if we practice that, understand your purpose, and in your purpose, communicate that in everything that you do, in everything you do, connect with that. And be clear about it. Be clear about what it is that you're doing. So that way, when people ask you to do something that's outside the lane of what you do, be like, no, that's not what I do. Well, that's one of the things that I marvel at my business associate who I work with, Don Morton. He's clear. He is crystal clear on who his business is, who his brand is, what they do. We're not going outside of that. And I say the same thing. And I tell people about my business. If it doesn't fit into what it is that I say that I am as a business, we don't do it. Bottom line. Nope, that's not what I do. Yes, that's what I do. And I can effectively communicate that to the people that I know whose problem I solve. And I show them by effectively communicating to them. This is what we do. This is how we do it. This is what we're going to do. Connecting with them, letting them know, speaking their language, so that they understand and know what it is that they're going to be gaining when they do business with me. And then I'm crystal clear about what I do. I'm crystal clear about the products and services that I offer. Be crystal clear about that. It is what it is. And you move with that every single day. Move in excellence. Let's move in entrepreneurial excellence today, y'all. Communicate, connect, and be clear. That's how you unleash the entrepreneurial excellence and create value in you, your business, and your brand. Communicate, connect, and be clear. That's what I want you to do today. Think about those things all day today. I'm gonna have that. I want my voice ringing in your ear. I gotta communicate. I gotta connect. I gotta be clear. All day. All day long. That's how you know. That's how you know your market. That's how you know your audience and who you're specific to. Take that with you. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. It's Tuesday, y'all. It's Tuesday. Y'all see I'm in the brand new suite. I ain't outside today. It's too cold outside. And whenever it starts to get cold, I walk inside versus outside. So I gotta go outside today. I'm gonna get some fresh air, but it ain't gonna be the walk. No, but I want you to have a phenomenal day. Know your audience, y'all. Know your market. Effectively communicate, effectively connect with them, and be effectively clear with them. I'll leave that with you. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great, phenomenal day. Let's go. We'll see y'all soon.